to treat. There was no sort of defensive setup of any quality for Eintracht, was there? They were all almost ball watching over there. On the attack, yeah. That's when the defenders had to switch on. If it can get sorted, just in case that ball breaks down. But what a fast break that was. When you talk about smash potential, if you don't play.
Oh man. Like how he's just too fast, eh? Like he
He's
beat
good.
those players like instantly.
Supporters.
Virgil van Dijk.
Well, shut up, man.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna hop on my DSTV thing, and I'll be like 24 seconds ahead of you. You don't want that now, do you?
Okay, this is gonna turn into a
Who
Liverpool
assisted
win.
that? Double.
Whoever took the corner.
Come on, bro. We gonna be getting.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the Real Madrid game.
Simple way, right? Classic goal.
Let's see how Real Madrid are playing.
All of a sudden, beyond canal.
You're not telling me this game's not much more entertaining.
Liverpool's gonna win again.
The Real Madrid game against Juventus is just gonna be a whole defensive. Have to. They like die. They have Mbappe for the counter. Vinny as well. They have a bunch of guys for the counter. Yo, you know what's crazy? Van Dijk has scored 2 goals in 3 matches in the Champions League. How crazy is that? He's done it best. Getting striker numbers.
Sniper scores goals. Eintracht Frankfurt needs to add the chance to get one. Play. Easy big 2-2. Yeah, there's barrier there. He never really made contact, did he? But just pitched a yard on Conor Bradley as that ball came across. Yeah, that's a lot. He's going to use it this time. There's other options. Slippery ball. Trying to. He goes. I would suggest whether he's right to play professional sport. France barely a touch. Oh, that's the go back. No. Robin Clark. Problem with that left ankle. It's the scabbard. Dropping in. See here, I think. Just gets his foot caught a little bit, but totally accidentally by Canate.
Mbappe almost scored.
It's going so well.
Out of nothing.
It certainly was.
Got through them. G.
Just there, makes better contact with that. No, certainly Mamardashvili might have known a bit more about it as it was. It was.
Mamardashvili was supposed to be the man's though, wasn't it?
Huh?
Mamardashvili. I know it was like top 3 goalkeepers in La Liga. Yeah, what's the German guy doing there? The ex Bayern coach. Manager.
One in on the post to give them the lead. Evaporated pretty quickly. This was a wonderful spot. Just a brilliant pass. Sloppy, casual, sleepy defending. He's allowed someone not long ago.
That low driven plus from Ekitike is lethal.
From that beautifully flighted corner, Virgil van Dijk. just beats them right cue to give it a He scored winning position very late on the game. They got their 3 points and they've improved so far. Been a much better frame of mind going into half time, I suspect. But last little attack suggests to try and hold them. They conceded typically for them 2 more goals.
How's the Juventus Real Madrid thing?
As they think they're going to play forward.
Boring.
Right, just that. Wouldn't mind having a season against the game switching, but you're right. Right, Martin, I tell you, the game has been after 20 minutes.
Yeah, finally some cojones from Harden.
So, managed to do that. No, there's nothing short about what they're doing back there, is it? Nothing at all. They always look stretched, they look a bit ragged. For example, there.
This isn't Mbappe.
What happened?
Yeah.
Put the brown with flow.
This corner.
Cut in, cut out, over.
Ronaldo-esque, you said.
Nah, Ronaldo would have just do one skill and got past you.
No,
He stayed in front of you like
There's that
3 times, 4
thing when
times.
he was in United where he like killed this one man. I don't know who the defender was. Oh, that's Stu. Renato.
No?
Same sort of tactic.
What?
We've become Arsenal.
Oh no, that was Showboat and we were leading. You was time wasting. That was the end of the game.
No, I'm talking about us. We've become Arsenal. We scored another corner. Renato.
You scored another corner.
4 CVs and 1 goal, bro.
Let Vert stay.
That was ticket. That was my ticket. But it feels like and it's an outswinger. Nobody was marking the guy. It just nothing. That's insane.
We're just brushing off the attention of the now, allowing them a free run to the 6-yard box.
Yeah, these slides gotta be like the most hurting thing ever, dude. Would you ever do a knee slide? Yeah.
Eh?
Would you ever do a knee slide? That's
What?
celebration.
Isla.
The knee celebration thing.
What's that?
Would you ever do it?
I don't know what that is.
Hey
A
man,
knee slide.
think about it, man.
A knee slide celebration.
A celebration, nigga. Yeah. How slow are you?
I can't hear what you're saying. But yeah, no, I wouldn't.
Bloody knee slide. Can you hear me now? Is my mic like low or something?
It's like a bit muffly. But no, I wouldn't do a knee slide.
Imagine if Onorisa played in this generation of Liverpool.
Join on Arisa, man.
Would you have him?
You would do well.
Would you have Onorisa?
Join on Arisa now.
You wouldn't have United.
You would actually suit United.
The long shots.
The long shots,
Free
left foot.
kicks.
You remember, you had one of those powerful left foots. You had like a Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos wishes, man. Roberto Carlos wishes, man. Like, measured shots in history. Bro, wasn't he the guy that injured a player? From a shot? From a free kick? No, it was on Arisa. The player that he hit got a hammy.
They did Zlatan did it to Beckham.
Yeah, but
Beckham was
on
having a
a
wall was in the wall against.
Says,
He was in the wall against. Oh yeah, Beckham was playing for AC Milan still, and then the PSG was AC Milan, and Zlatan moved the ball
she's a goal scorer.
into Beckham. Beckham went on injured.
Four goals come from defenders. Martin gets into the ball from Tika. Christensen. That's really Alisson still injured. Georgian
come on, what the fuck happened? Where do you stream from?
Total Sport Tech.
I should go there now. I usually use VIP box.
I use the VIP box on my phone.
I don't like Total Sport Tech because of the ads. Which one are you watching? Are you watching TNT?
No, the first one, the very first one.
Super Sport. Okay.
No, mine one was top stream or something. No, mine was TNT. TNT Sports 5.
TNT? Okay. Was it after? Yeah.
Yeah, Madrid team.
I wanna like be on the one way Jamie Carragher is. Oh, that is after.
That will be Sky Sports one. No, that is that's CBS.
Yeah, I wanna go to CBS. CBS probably like much more entertaining. Do you think? CBS. Let's CBS. There's a thing called CR7 Soccer HD. Come on, man. They pushing it now, dog.
Sorry, I'm back.
We miss you. Not. Oh fuck, the game started. That's bullshit, man. How the fuck does that nigga miss that? Like, so open, dog. Yet again, bro. Assisted is shit, dude. Like, when are you gonna like shit?
I don't know, you should also used to it.
After an unforgettable summer, Premiership Women's Rugby is back. The heroes have returned to kick off the new
Nah, man, come on. You gotta be realistic. Eon. Gee. We're playing with a keeper that we've never played with, Kian. You wanna watch?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm gonna start a share screen for you. Don't be critical, eh? I just want glaze, pure glaze, nothing else. I'm 6'2", bro. Not one cross has come in for me. Wouldn't you want to play clubs again, Gian?
Why do you keep asking me?
I don't know. Wouldn't you?
No. I know it's with discipline.
We have bot CBs, man. We are literally just gonna get open every single time. Unless like I drift into CB or some shit. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it was good positioning there, wasn't it?
Cross it next.
Looking like they mean business here. Promising attack halted. That's a good ball.
Playing with bots is tough.
The ball is lost, and the chance has gone too.
Come on, bro, get it out of there. Nice.
The nutmeg's being afforded plenty of room now. Chance to level things. And there's the equal.
What do you think of that bogey, huh?
Hands, you know.
Aye. Some Kevin De Bruyne-esque ball, man. How the hell did you not see that? I bended it like Beckham. It would have made you cream, man.
Well, he's lost the ball. But his chance is gone. Yeah, you can see that they're really well coached side, can't you?
Oh my god, bro, this is so open. Tell me when the second half starts, hey?
What on Liverpool's game?
I'm depending on you. No, second half of any match.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll all start at the same time.
Lovely setup. In the right position to cut out the pass.
Playing with bots is tough, dog.
Could be dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Priceless lead. So off we go at 2-1 now.
What's going on?
That's crossed the line. It'll be a throw-in. Looks the away team in that one will be happy with the score. Performance as we move towards the break. Well, they've been a bit sloppy at times at the back. Disappointed with the goals that they've conceded. You just
Should be,
if they can dominate that
should be mine.
area, win the battles in
Easy.
they've certainly into this match.
Easy. Oh. No, you fuck! Oh, no. Too nice, man. Ah. Too nice, too nice, too nice, bro. You one-on-one.
They decided again to get into the box. Well, what a place to lose the ball just when the chance was on. Yeah, I like the approach play, but just lack that final.
Stop it, boy. Nice.
With a slight hint of a goal, it's nicely knocked to the keeper. And with that, the first half comes to an end here in Las Palmas.
Analytics, Gian.
As I mentioned, my dear Watson, that Zeta prize.
You're talking crap again. I heard he got a new Menacee taking a pic, and you posted up thinking it's made me sick. So you make him quick. I'm gonna answer that. Shh.
Rico.
incident shit like I ain't got no feelings to go. Wait, I didn't ain't got no feel. Fucking feel.
Despacito.
Yeah. Anyone tell you got a good voice? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They lied.
No, they didn't, man. You're just jealous.
And the defense regains control. A chance now for a quick transition.
Overtime, my boy. Overtime. No.
Straight out by the goalkeeper for a throw-in.
Good ball.
It might be in. Could be all square here. It's away.
No.
What? Okay.
I try to do the what do you call the fake shot?
Acres of green grass to roam into. This could be.
And they're gonna score from you.
No. It's not gonna happen.
And he showed us just how sharp he is. That's a great start.
My name is John Cena. Come on. I'm there for the launch. Okay. It's time to do some inside forward business. Okay.
Any potential danger. Now, what can they do from here? That has to be judged to be offside.
Despacito. And be doing it in Puerto Rico.
No. I put too much trust on the AI. Nice.
Nicely done. You can feel the frustration after that. Possibly should have hit the target. A really good interception to take the ball. Nicely played through. But it's offside. Surely not by much.
Okay, they're coming out for second half now.
Okay.
He's marginally offside. Really unlucky that.
Turnaround in possession. Excellent positioning.
This point, I'm just doing cardio. Bruh. Good shit.
Play, ball lost.
Boy.
Advantage played. No free kick.
I lagged. Fuck.
Sloppy in possession from Nutmegs. Players waiting in the centre.
Oh no, I'm lagging so hard.
And there's the flag. Offside.
Turn on.
Ball one. Well read. Oh, great work. What's next? And they've levelled it up.
Nice.
Nothing to split them once more. We could watch that sort of skill all day. But that
No.
lovely weighted pass. And away. They've got it clear.
Well, there clears the ball out of any danger, and that's the main thing.
Nutmeg's moving the ball forward with purpose.
No. I still win a back. Thank you.
They're in here. Doesn't get far.
Just
Despacito.
somebody be aggressive.
They make something happen for them.
Please.
Well, they were
Dreams, dreams, dreams are. She's making me hot. She's making me dream. Dream, 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 dream.
Oh,
Is Yildiz the captain of Juve?
what did you say?
Is Yildiz the captain of Juve?
I'm not even gonna try, Gian. Don't know what you're saying.
Is Yildiz the
Oh,
captain of
Yildiz.
Juve?
He cannot be. He's just 18.
He's got the captain's on then.
Nah, they doing too much then. These fuck niggas are doing too much. How the fuck did they make him captain at 18?
Yeah, he's captain. Yildiz.
Crazy.
He's 18.
Having seen Juventus play on many, many occasions, when they have a first half where they play too slowly, start the second half, they can move a bit more forward, a bit more, they get more players running beyond those forward runs. That, whether Juventus can cope with that, show some sort of threat on the counter. Ben Rama could order right, from right to left.
Oh, the beautiful game, very
Disgruntled frustration.
Tackle.
At half time, too much to grumble about. Just that one defeat.
should have a penalty. The knees have gone up a level now.
5-2 they lost
Promising looking ball.
to PSG in the World Cup. Liverpool with Igor Guardiola. Clean sheet this season. They're done very nicely.
But it defends in
They
that
are loose as chance for the way. 150 competitions.
Tackle.
lost the ball.
As I said in the first one,
And then
Yeah, you guys won.
a positive result, at least as far as the away.
Mm.
You're the best, man.
I'm gonna show you something. The pass that I was telling you about. The assist that I got. That you supposedly did not see. I think it was for the equalizer. That's me. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne.
Yildiz is pass already.
Ian, look at this.
Oh,
Ian,
nice.
are you watching? There.
Oh, huh?
That's sick, eh? And I assisted Diddy.
Of course you did.
Like that guy is literally called Diddy, and he has a face as well. He made the Diddy face. So this is my POV. Jan, imagine I was a pro player. This is what I saw. No, it's not that cool.
Like Quaresma.
Bro, this is a line break. I mean, he made a good run though.
No, it's not that great of a pass. It's
Shut
good,
up.
but it's not.
Glaze me, man.
What you looking for handouts for you? Are you not watching the Liverpool game?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, you're right.
Might think you know why I've done that way.
It's not started yet.
Well, they probably had a longer stoppage time because of ping pong.
It is not started yet. Oh, Ah, 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 ah. Yeah, it's not started just yet.
Silky smooth in there. Robin Cobb defending the cross. There's plenty of time here for Virgil van Dijk. I mean, it looks at the moment, he hasn't made any changes, top four at half time. It looks as though it's going to be picked up where they left off Liverpool in complete control.
Yeah, well, it depends every week, 15, 20 minutes, and then decides to go for it. I can understand what he's doing there, because if he opens up straight away against Liverpool, I just get the feeling that Liverpool will pick them off. So I can understand it. There's nothing to suggest what we've seen in the first half that they'll defend any better whilst they're attacking. You opening 15, 20 minutes of the second half. Bradley, there against Nathaniel Brown. It's most likely to be still in the ball. So Ekitike to Berg, and then back towards him, and Taya gets it behind for the corner. The alarm bells must be ringing in there now. Liverpool have got the first quarter of the second half.
Ooh, let's go breaking. Yeah, I didn't miss it. Running under the keeper.
Where are you?
Leverage outpace Militao. Like they were running, they were both chasing the ball at the same time. And he outpaced Militao, bro. Yo, I think he should have scored. Okay, he took target from me.
It's the chance for Chiesa.
Chiesa almost scored a worldie. Who did they take out for Chiesa?
It would be funny with those words.
Acrobatic, but it's a chance.
And versus the one that almost assisted again. Ah.
It's just
Who is that
sad.
almost with that guy, bro?
So determined.
Yo, the memes if he
Isak
doesn't
has
get
been taken
anything.
off. Isak and Ekitike team.
The memes that will come.
I think Isak has been taken off.
Who?
I don't see Isak. Isak has been taken off.
Isak is in a rough start.
130 milli, bro. 130 milli, and that is
He
disrespect.
broke the British transfer record twice in one season, bro. Do you realize that?
I had a double check. I mean, we're doing bad. Hell,
Huh?
you guys are 2 points behind us. And you guys were on the verge of getting relegated, remember?
Never on the verge of getting relegated. We were on the verge of breaking top 10 because we were so close to top 10.
I think Ekitike has just solidified his spot.
Solidified.
Yeah.
It's a really poor pass. Corner. Strike the pass. From which Canate scored. There's even windows. So Gakpo is out to take it. Two centre backs. They've both got a goal tonight. Canate and Van Dijk are in there. People of another one as well. Ekitike. Just get the delivery right. There's not a great deal that Eintracht Frankfurt can do about things from this situation. Make the right contact. That's where I think he's got to place himself as the game wears on. One of the deeper ones, and Taya able to deal with it. They've been better Liverpool, but they've gone towards the near post. Corners. Mario Götze. Well, yeah. Might actually be a downgrade on Canal, you know. In terms of size, they step over by Curtis Jones, gets it back again from Robertson. And he's going to get the yellow card. One thing Liverpool have done is completely lack the crowd.
So sure they were well up to the beat.
Cross, a good one. The race. Brentford have had the more recent success in Europe of the two teams. They won the Europa League in 2022 and they beat Rangers in the final. Haven't won the Bundesliga though since the 1950s. Their most recent success was the German Cup 7 years ago. They'll always have a part of this competition back to that famous game at Hampton Park against the magical Real Madrid team. Was one of the most famous. Certainly one of the famous European Cup finals. Just lost their way though from towards Cody Gakpo. Got the other side briefly of Medda. He's just wrestled into the ground, so that's going to be a free kick. The yellow for the central defender. Exactly.
He's annoyed with himself. He's yellow. Gakpo to get goal side. He's really annoyed, isn't he? But look at that. He did powerful play forward. Fall to the ground. Initial mistake was letting him get goal side over.
Nothing wrong with that. More referee. Honestly, the referee. Just he didn't pull the yellow card out straight away from that all away. So the angle's just against Taker, and the fractured wider than he wanted to be. Far too easily. What I am suggesting is this would need to be something special. Score from him. Based on the angle he's got. Takes it the other side of the goal. The deep breath. Still waiting for his first
This game is opening up now. Yo, Madrid have no fullbacks. All you have to do is cross to the wingers.
Get off down. Take a point for the angle. It's based.
What can we expect from the game then? I think it's so important that both
goes down the outside, plays. Hits it well. Across to save it. Not striking well though, Florian Wirtz.
Technique one. Stop down.
Oh.
And it's a. Yeah. Set it up.
Does he want to do? What does he want to do?
A goal? Ja, het goal. Ja. Yo, het eens. Is DDA. Yeah, when he says hit the ball into the ball goes straight to Jude.
It's an interesting tactical switch to make it. Frankfurt's notes made at half time.
The understood it in the shoulder. Sat there trying to mark them.
Anticipates better than the defenders. Balls very nicely for him. He can't really miss from there. Ball out to Brown. Not Boyer. Ball opened up. The cross there in the right back position. The clearance for Liverpool. Larson. Playing that much, but he has now. Rio Götze. What can they do from here? 10 minutes in this competition. This campaign so far. Not getting past. 5 games, including the Cup. He's got 6 times. Consider lit the place up when he put my track Brentford ahead in the first half. So one high point really tonight. This is Doan. Brentford overall.
He's given it.
penalty.
Yeah, Eintracht Frankfurt. It's a lovely piece of play from Mario Götze. Yeah.
The fact he's getting outside the box and so has to go wide. Bellingham has to make those runs into the danger area.
It's almost like it's deep going to the point there.
He's got the couple of balls behind Kvaratskhelia goal. But Japan International want to take the corner for Eintracht Frankfurt. It's Tayab with the shot. It's a well on target.
Now he's got to do something to get his team back into it. I don't think he'll rush to make changes. Can go for further 10 minutes.
So that is Jonathan Durkheim, who's the top scorer for one of them. Eintracht Frankfurt this season.
Couple of the weekend, didn't they?
Yeah, 6 in all competitions. He scored in both Champions League games they played before tonight. Wasn't a bit of a surprise, I've got to say, when neither he nor Uzun was included from the start. And they're going to send up Collins as well. And Andy Collins, so a double switch coming here for Eintracht Frankfurt. So Burkhardt for Hoyer. And then Collins for the goal scorer, Christensen. So let's see what those changes have on Eintracht Frankfurt in terms of impact. Plenty of time to play. Tennant, it's Curtis Jones. Defending done there by Mario Götze. Their enthusiasm back again, Ali.
They have to be quiet. Get rid of some job in the ship kit. Still going again.
It's good pick from Jones. Götze had a full of the shirt.
Game that he's loved each play on many occasions. He's been a bit hit and miss today.
Made the change.
He's been a good centre forward. He's held the ball up quite well. He's shown good pace. He got through the 1v1 against Militao.
Well, that's not going to cut it.
Here.
Challenging.
They've got the yellow card.
Tay, Szoboszlai. Person back nice. Curtis Jones. It's the Dominic Szoboszlai. Kind of game you'd like for Liverpool. Circumstances coming in, only 4 defeats.
Absolutely.
Had lost 5 in a row since 1953, so you can see how rare it is that Liverpool get on this kind of run. But apart from the setback of going behind, it's been all them, hasn't it?
Okay, on and seems to be around.
Really well started pretty well. Everton scores the ball.
Bringing Liverpool forward. Slipping it through here for Florian Wirtz.
Good big pass.
Bradley, Szoboszlai. Placing two towards Wirtz. Wiggle away from Brown and get to the byline. Szoboszlai with the shot. Didn't quite get the accuracy on the finish, but it was nice and slick in there from Liverpool.
Brilliant. Slightly quickly. They wanted it. They worked well. He's got side. They played back with pace. To reach up. Direct it.
Really nicely played. What can they do?
Juventus.
Now he's in. And there's the
Real Madrid.
square again.
It'll be quiet night tonight for Georgi Mamardashvili.
Squeezed up at the last minute.
The Champions League game for the first time as a Liverpool player tonight. Depending on them on the substitute Collins.
Passes. Minus. Back right.
Closed it down well.
So far as Chaibi,
Pass
to
is precise.
Algerian international, he's going to be the next one sent off by Dino Topmola.
How
Taken without
Jesus.
There's 2 extra games in
Robertson,
for the first half.
Van Dijk,
Sevilla.
Burns. Gakpo finds a gap. Hugo Ekitike for Liverpool. Angles tight. Hits it straight at centre of the goalkeeper. Then it's straight back again though here. The clearance only finding Robertson. That's now for a Liverpool throw. Quick it goes to Cody Gakpo. Now can he pick somebody out in the middle? Tejan misses the header.
Makes it more interesting.
Burns now finding Dominic Szoboszlai. Florian Burns, the queuing up in the middle. Saved by the goalkeeper and onto the post from Conor Bradley. Liverpool so close to a 4.
Oh, what a hit. Oh, Blackwood with goal, he smashed it.
Is Bradley coming again, but plays it straight into Larson. There's 2 chances fixed that game to score. Conor Bradley, the header in the first half as well.
Yeah, there was a better chance for him. He did really well there. The goalkeeper, I'm not sure. But he wasn't expecting it. He sticks an arm out back off the post.
Panic, but England through 24.
It's a chance. It's a big chance.
And that's been given
Not sure whether he tries to give him the eye back across him or not, but
Trouble out there by Gatt.
So the change is coming, and Unsu is on for Mario Götze, Chaibi on the dime. This has put some goals on the pitch. In the meantime, TK was looking for a way through. He's got a bang on the knee. I think we'll try again.
He should have held on to it a bit longer. Just give his teammate a bit more time.
So his heavy hitters are on the pitch now, Ali.
Yeah.
Unsu's got 6, Burkhardt's got 6.
No, it can't have been. It really looked like she
Enjoyed me.
She's marginally
Too
offside.
late though.
well,
Right track,
I think something will give somewhere.
a lovely goal.
I didn't have any talk.
Something building now. They've scored! And that gives them a priceless lead.
It's 2 of the substitutes combining. Larson got an important put in.
Freeing up the chance.
Canal.
Intercepting.
Chaibi. Intercepted well by Dominic Szoboszlai. Saw the danger all the way for Liverpool. Plays it through now for Florian Burns. He's got Cody Gakpo in the middle. And Gakpo's there. The flag stands down and Liverpool have 4.
Florian Wirtz might have assisted.
Save from the keeper.
Finally.
Yeah. God.
Shooting Spanish here.
Delivered into the box.
Quick to this pass and the box comes there. She's got out from there.
It's a fantastic effort.
In
Difficult
Ja, Florian Wirtz assisted, man.
easy those boxes, but the weight of that pass there has to be top pass and it is weighted perfectly. Anything other than that, Robin Paul gets across it, the goalkeeper come out. Weight of the pass, great, finished excellent.
Possession
Beautiful pass, great across the body. Not that into the goal.
What a good strike that was from Valverde.
It's a goal where maybe the provider is a fraction more important in the grand scheme of things than the goal scorer. It's the second assist as a Liverpool player for Florian Wirtz. Gakpo's been in good form all season. But one thing Liverpool want to do is get the German international firing and playing like they do in the Bundesliga.
I mean, it's a relatively simple ball for somebody of his quality. It's all about the weight that pass across, which takes out the keeper and the central defender.
One point you would make, having watched that track record, you don't need to score difficult goals against them. You just wait your time. So 4-1. Liverpool had gone 4 games where they suffered 4 defeats, but tonight they've come to Germany and scored 4 goals, and they're going to feel a lot better about themselves heading into the Premier League match against Brentford, which we'll bring you on TNT Sports on Saturday.
Oh, that's a great block. Not
Here's Collins.
He's got to get his body in the way of Gatti. Run across his body
Mm.
Larson.
play by the
Collins.
touch was just a fraction too big.
Ball one, well read. That's a perfect threaded
Over
through
the
ball.
back heel that finds Florian Burns, who then plays it on down to Chiesa. Liverpool on the move again. Szoboszlai's got charging through the inside right channel. Chiesa tees him up, and he tried to cross it for Hugo Ekitike. Robin Koch was there. Eventually the goalkeeper too.
I think they had to stop it by where it's coming from. I think it's expected it to keep it
He comes on for
thought they were open before.
Diaz.
Mm.
4-4-2. There were any nerves, they didn't show.
Sure did it.
It's not too long. Still 22 minutes of the match to play as well. It's worth pointing out.
The goals continue
And
to
it
come.
goes towards Burkhardt. That's across the front of him.
His first touch was a run by Rodrigo. Ball to him.
Great instinct.
Still at the end now.
Maybe Leonard.
Could be dangerous. The ball is lost. And
Warren
the chance
Beckham.
is gone.
Really did the
Probably
A bit more quality in the final third.
with the
there.
Chamber ball. Did you? Yes.
Junior.
Killed by Burns. Here's Bradley. Will be out bring forward again. Big numbers.
Done really well.
Ekitike.
Brilliant from the goalkeeper. Excellent play from Real Madrid, but this is finding the ball overlap on that far side. He gets his shot away.
Great defending under pressure.
Goalkeeper, two really top-class saves. Second serve,
Towards Gakpo. Henry lead to the final.
excellent.
It's Chiesa.
Recovery.
Burns. Dominic Szoboszlai with the shot. That's number 5.
Pretty tight.
Florian Wirtz again.
Cover more distance, run more than Real Madrid. Bellingham. Mbappe. Quickly in on for him, he has to get the extra strike. Oh, it's a wasteful clearance.
So outside the penalty area, the goalkeeper had a chance with. Liverpool
Florian
get
Wirtz
5 with
again?
20 minutes left.
Cookie.
This year,
To cut out the pass.
Stopping the knockdown the back side. I'm not getting the people quicker than they were before.
10 minutes.
He just passed it to him, bro.
25 efforts, Real Madrid have had. Vinicius.
Five before he could react.
He helps him back. Bellingham. The referee's pulled him back for the challenge on Vinicius.
So Dominic Szoboszlai with a big smile on his face. Liverpool get 5.
Help his fullback out.
Vindication for the changes made by the manager Arne Slot tonight. Liverpool, all in all, have had 14 attempts and 11 of them, Ali, have been on target.
Getty. Hit off the line.
Yes, excuse me, the money for it, don't
First one.
I? Doubt about that.
Double save.
Been a
Mbappe.
fantastic score for
Brilliant
him.
second one.
Certainly turned out to be a get your confidence back night for Liverpool. Getting current with the action right
Ook
now.
eens mensen wat kiezen.
Gilda,
So another kick-off.
Hi, dear.
After another
Yeah.
goal.
The start.
Wasn't it?
Now.
Anyway,
Oh, Messi's covered tonight, you know.
we have.
Could be something on from this.
So 5-1 away from home in the Champions League, and with lots of goals last night around Europe, and Liverpool enjoyed the party.
It looks the right ball.
I would be amazed if we don't get at least 1 goal.
And the attack is over.
Openly, you've no idea how much they scored.
Pass as precise as they come.
But that statistic you gave us earlier would tell you that you can really take over them.
Dominic Szoboszlai, so for the 3rd successive Champions League match, it's a 5-1 scoreline involving Eintracht Frankfurt. Beat Galatasaray 5-1, lost 5-1 to Atletico Madrid, now they're 5-1 back to Liverpool. Incredible. Incredible.
Away very nicely indeed.
I just don't think this one's going to finish 5-1 though.
Ball rolling again in an incredible match.
Make that substitution now.
Cody Gakpo. Chiesa.
Player that's going to make way.
On the move, Robin Koch coming across, and he has to defend it, the captain, and he did well in the end. He needed all of his strength there, didn't he, Gus? On that split second, I thought he was shaking, but what a time to come on if you're Mo Salah. Well, have a bit of this, boss. Quality you're bringing on. Alexis McAllister and Mo Salah at 5-1.
Good moments from him. Fine as one of the players that's gone off. Vlahovic is the other. Ali. That big chance, didn't he?
He's going to come on, Mo Salah, to replace Hugo Ekitike.
As well.
Mo Salah's going to be played ST.
Coming on.
Who?
Salah.
Interesting to see the guys win. The guys don't have Salah in the team, man.
Players on the field.
Gakpo gone.
Certainly one of them.
TK making his way to the touchline as well, and they do start to break out into a pause here, the Eintracht Frankfurt supporters for Hugo Ekitike.
Over and over again.
Virgil van Dijk.
A lot of that work before the game. Watching him in the warm-up. Double saves.
Mo Salah at the moment has 48 Champions League goals. One of the odds he'll finish the 150. He got 12. He's got 16 minutes out. You don't want any idea. Change their minds. It's Canate and not Van Dijk. And this, they got 4 on the board.
Just for a moment. Quite worried regarding everybody else trying to press the ball in the 1v1 in a big area. This one wasn't quite good enough to find Mbappe. Got into a position, didn't they, to press the ball, but they didn't really.
Jones hasn't ready for the full role tonight.
And they won't take any chance. Protect top spot. La Liga, 2 points above. Straight pace again.
Androx with a big game there as well. Salah involved straight away and almost managed to pick out McAllister, who was on his way in there.
20s. 7 years now.
Sam Robinson. Skiri. Ready down below us. Elias Skiri, Tunisian international. He's going to be the latest player sent on for Eintracht Frankfurt. This is Florian Wirtz for Liverpool. By Amanda. Big change now. He's coming on to replace Janal.
There's the long throw we saw in the first half. Longish. Right description of it. Leads the next.
Final 14 minutes. Liverpool were a goal down through Christensen, but it's been one-way traffic since then.
Like that. And he's got the armband. Forward. David.
Hey, Jonathan David.
With the Reds, Chase Robinson.
Never going to get a shot in
5
here.
different goal scorers tonight for Liverpool. Ekitike, Van Dijk, Canate, Gakpo, and Dominic Szoboszlai. Robinson sharply. Chiesa then plays it on to Salah. Salah with a shot, down goes the goalkeeper. And then the flag is up. Yeah.
Over there. That's a round, that's a splat. Vinicius arcs it
It's
up
the
to
games on match night 4 for the respective teams on show tonight. Liverpool have Real Madrid at Anfield. Eintracht Frankfurt go to Naples to play Napoli.
the possibilities for Juventus. Pierre Canunu,
Fully proud to look forward to goals that night.
ball round the corner to a shirt. Not quite in a minute hours, no strong game.
I don't think I've seen many teams, Champions League teams, of a certain size. They're hardly get out of the competition, are they? Eintracht Frankfurt. So easy to score on. I've seen tonight.
Vlahovic is, well, I thought,
Well,
Canunu, I think, has been
one
going
back
forward.
really right.
Juventus.
Mark
Battle
it
between him
on.
and Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, it's something. Lose something.
So Locatelli, well played.
Particularly the man who ball against.
Croats and Vinicius.
Ball against that. Conor Bradley, who might have had a couple of goals himself tonight, and Curtis Jones
Locatelli.
will hope the victory against Eintracht Frankfurt could be an omen for them. When they played them in the 72-73 season, which is the last time they played against Eintracht Frankfurt, they went on to win the UEFA Cup that season, so they'll be hoping that a victory
Right there.
in this stadium tonight can maybe propel them on to a Champions League success, another one of those for Liverpool.
He was in trouble here. Tug of the shirt and then just wraps his foot round the ball. No, Vinicius Junior. Probably not in the end.
Joe Gomez.
Risk he took.
Joe Van Dijk flips it forward. Chiesa takes it down on the chest.
There's a slight tug on the shirt. Not quite enough.
Sponsoring money around him though.
Can't be given. It would have been red card.
Brings under pressure. Mendes.
That slightly challenge.
So the shitter from Van Dijk, yeah. They're all club out there.
So last season, Porto, 32 million
Qualified
permanent. Alvaro Carreras. And Garcia, one of Mendy now. Going back to full fitness on the bench
Set to
today.
go.
There's the shirt tuck just there. Was it? Yeah, there it is. Away with one.
Joe Gomez, children from 84, career match tonight, and it was public country. He's never scored. And hazard a guess against this opposition. Might be as good a chance as he's had for a while.
Ready to come on.
Another two centre backs have, haven't they? Absolutely.
Bellingham.
Alexis McAllister.
What's the score on the Real Madrid one? Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Scored.
Shoot.
That's a DDA thing.
That goes pure DDA. When you just hit the upright, the ball goes directly back to Jude. Cool.
That's a field day for Liverpool.
Same you guys needed though.
I mean, they ain't gonna be calling World 010 or 9. It's got you got two to go.
Like 12 of them on target. 10 points. Scored 5 goals.
Any Julian taking away.
Yes.
Garcia. Come on as well.
So to Robin Cobb.
Looking forward to seeing Maston forward to seeing him play, but not saying his name.
Is it back to Liverpool? Challenge. Liverpool get goal kick. TNT Sports is the new home of the FA Cup, and coverage continues Saturday at midday as Middlesbrough take on Cheadle Town in the first ever Derby Women's FA Cup first round fixture to be shown live on television. A week later, attention turns to the men's competition. We'll have 8 matches live from the first round across our channels, including Generation Luton against Robbie Savage's Forest 3. You and I will be there. Ken will throw that night for that match. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. So am I.
Oh, Locatelli is the captain.
Everybody back defensively for Liverpool.
Teams with designs on success, ready to go at it.
Played by Joe Gomez.
Good evening and welcome to this night of football. I'm Derek Ray here in the Road, and sitting alongside me is the former England international Sue Smith. And it's going to be fascinating to see how these two sides fare as they
Jamie can have a go here at Gomez and shoot, put it just wide. The substitute really impactful for the German team. Dino Topmuller off the bench. It's a long time since they fashioned a chance like that.
Boy, body goes to the ground. Even the one situation. There's the cross. There's the ball out of the way. We've got better angle from here. I better look at the angle of it.
Only 1-0.
Woo!
Can they get David? Suddenly it switched into David. Back it goes. Chance for
Yo!
Bradley. Walton pace. 6 minutes left. Jones.
Behind Eder Militao.
That's a good pass.
Oh no.
Gets back at
On
it.
the eye, but the interception was made.
Challenge.
A good vision
Big
there.
block. What's the move? That bloke next, wasn't it?
Robinson.
Awareness to see the danger there, wasn't
It's not missing out on Florian Burns, but he's able to keep the possession
High up.
for Liverpool.
Paphos at home. Dane Stewart. Because I've been strong in the competition at home and then Monaco away. So it's a fairly generous
Gomez looking long here.
final run of the game. Eager against Newcastle last night.
And the ball moving again.
Back from the layoff.
What response will we see from them now?
Challenge. Elba on the ground. Slides in.
So Bergkamp now looking good. Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking about there.
Boy, on his body.
He was making the wrong thing.
Loaded him down.
A good run to give the defenders something to think about until they dropped off, which would allow them a little bit of space to hit it himself.
Having taken the touch, realised that Mike Jones was coming in. He had to go to the other corner.
And Nutmegs have the ball once more.
We'll throw it. Don't forget we've got Brentford against Liverpool in the Premier League on Saturday. Different kick-off time, though. 7 o'clock we start. TNT Sports 1. The Autumn Internationals return next month. Every match of the World of the Nations series exclusively live on TNT Sports and Discovery Plus. We've got a missable curtain raiser. England against Australia at the Allianz Stadium in Twickenham on Saturday, the 1st of November at 2 o'clock.
And before the team breaks down.
Robertson's pass. Salah was off and running, but he's not going to get there. With every second that ticks by, it's getting more and more likely that Eintracht Frankfurt are going to be involved in the third successive 5-1 in the Champions League. That can't ever have happened in the history of the competition.
Timely intervention.
Surely not. I'm taking a wild stab in the dark, but I'm confident in the outcome.
Peters.
Yeah.
Splendid block.
Chiesa, and then didn't get there. Salah's on the move in the middle. Chiesa plays it across.
And quick thinking.
He's going to win the chase to keep the possession for Liverpool. Yeah, getting that right then. All wrong. Three internationals back there, the back three. Tayak, Menender and Klopp, all play internationally for their countries. They've been wide open tonight. Been wide open all season, really. It's Jones.
He's the obvious choice for playing as a left wing.
Yes.
First of all, did so well, as you said, Frankfurt.
I mean, that's some feed, isn't it?
That is a great save. It's so close
It's
to
what?
him.
It's the bill as well.
David, 1 goal since 20.
Continues to fall, but it's a dismal night for Eintracht Frankfurt. Tonight, where Liverpool have got themselves back on track, a night they needed to get themselves back on track. 5 goals, 2 minutes to go. They had the character to concede the first goal yet again in a match, but then drag themselves back into it, completely dominate from that point.
Big chance. Vlahovic. Right. Tasted enough, have they? And just sort of had 1 or 2 dangerous moments.
Not too many supports, I mean, the second half, 5-1 down, a couple of minutes to go. Steering them right to the end, and staying right to the end. I think it's extremely rare. Yeah. It's actually great to see. Jones, North attacks well. Florian Wirtz, the supports line. Salah's got to get himself back on side. Szoboszlai was patient. Here's Mo Salah for Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai was got in there. The huge style, Chip Stork saying, what a brand he's left here. He knows he's offside. Joe Gomez, Alexis McAllister, Mo Salah. Final minute of the 90. Chiesa, back it goes to Salah. Saved by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, nice build up. They just like
I've been critical of him, but tell you that should have squared that.
That bit of skill you were talking about from Bellingham.
Selfish Salah.
Sneaked inside the stadium right at the end here from the Eintracht Frankfurt supporters. The ball back on it here with Florian Wirtz. Some feet from the German. McAllister. Now Salah. It's Curtis Jones who can take it down, and Zetterer makes the save. And this second goal won't go in for Liverpool. The offside flag up as well. Go back to the other one.
Brothers are cooking.
Crying out for a goal. The up for up there. Hope to see it again. I'm not sure we will with a bit. Here's the line here. Over the 2 nights of the Champions League, the Premier League teams and the number 6 have scored 19 goals. They've only conceded 2. Where do you get this? Do you get your own start, man? Arthur Tayak agent instead of the Tell you what. God, the Liverpool, you have bounced back ever so well. Oh, what a ball. That is from McAllister down there. Mo Salah off the running here for Liverpool. Can Salah get a goal at the end? It's Salah with a shot.
Mo Salah is in over his head, man. Man's skying everything.
I'm trying to look into the heavens. I'm not sure. I was checking the rain. 19 goals is actually a record over the series of games for English club sides in the Champions League. It was a match night in the 2017-18 season where the English teams combined for 18, but they got 19. This one. It's a third half. It's their late consolation for Eintracht Frankfurt on this occasion. It's only 30 seconds of the match to play. What else you would have got? People say the first 3 games that Eintracht Frankfurt will play in the competition, all of them will finish 5-1. I think you can pay your mortgage off, man. Let me see, I think this is Julia Star 4. Can't believe it.
Couldn't find any room. Maybe there's one last opportunity here for Liverpool. It's Dominic Szoboszlai powering away. He's got Salah and Burts up with him, Chiesa as well. Szoboszlai's carried it all the way in
Yeah.
with a tame effort, and that's it. And it does end
Game over.
5-1. So Galatasaray on match
Het
day
is ook doen voor deel F.
on match day 2.
Kostic came on. Kostic nearly scored a banger.
Finish 5-1.
Here we go, here we go. Oh, another corner.
We would not
No.
know it. Liverpool in five different scorers. Ekitike, Van Dijk and Canate from corners. And then Gakpo and Szoboszlai with a wonderful hit in the second half.
Liverpool are back, baby.
Playing it in.
Confidence booster, bro.
Potential danger.
That's what it's holding his shirt. Got to be careful.
That's a nice ball.
Bakary to set up the counter. Here's Valverde. Two to his left-hand side. Can they wrap it up here now? Valverde with the long. Into the corner right.
As they cut into
Get options in the middle.
still
Tries to find Gonzalo, but the chance has got. Well, he doesn't make too many poor decisions, but that's the poor ones of Barty. Had to shoot. But it's enough for Real Madrid. The one goal from Bellingham in the first half has settled it. It was a tight affair in the end, and they might have scored later. The Real win it by a goal to nil. Well, certainly they have more opportunities to strengthen their grip on the game, and that one goal was enough. Certainly was, and they played much better in the second half. Certainly both teams in terms of their play. They played with greater intensity and was more enjoyable. But overall, Real Madrid deserved it. Could be the turning point in Jude Bellingham's season. So Real, wonder.
Abdullah. Kaito. Pressure applied.
Program was
Can they
brought
make
to you
something
by
of it?
FedEx. PlayStation.
Well, that's
UEFA Champions League. Partners.
On me. Nice. Yes.
I don't wanna be anything other than what I'm trying to be.
Did he do it? Did he did?
Diddy did do it. Diddy
Did he?
going to jail, man.
25 years.
4 years.
4 years. Bunch of niggas you raped in 4 years. Yo,
He's not
you're a
even
rapist,
getting.
yeah.
He's not even going to jail for raping. He's going to jail for transporting.
Any other person, that person is getting 2 life sentences.
I don't know, this is prostitution. It wasn't fucking. No one really stepped forward for the rape cases.
Cause they all afraid. Diddy got connections, man. Diddy got connections, boy. Feels like these niggas are gonna lose the ball up high. Doing too much. Come. Yep. Yep. Come at me. Kept making the run that I love. The run that I love.
Side in control. What have you made of this?
Yeah, they thoroughly deserve the victory. The attacking play will get all of the plaudits, and rightly so. I've been so
Welcome back
impressed
to the Philip DeFranco Show. You daily dive into the news Wednesday, and there's a lot to talk about, starting with this. Let's talk about this Graham Flatner controversy. Right, if you don't know Flatner, he's a Democratic candidate in the Maine Senate race. He's kind of blown up online as of late as dollars, but he's now found himself in a predicament. It stems from this video that's now been widely seen from the Pod Save America podcast. And in it, you can see a tattoo, and it looks a lot like a Totenkopf for a death set. Because technically, the death set has existed in German traditions for much longer than the Nazis, but ever since World War II, among SS divisions have been associated with that. With that, you have Flatner claiming that he got this tattoo back in 2007. And the one night he got drunk and decided to get a skull and crossbones tattoo without ever realizing that the one that he got was, or at the very least, is very similar to the Nazi symbol. Also claiming that he learned about the resemblance, made plans to get it removed, and that also, despite multiple government agencies taking a look at it. So, for example, the Guardians, they check all tattoos for any possible hate symbols, and apparently they didn't have any issue with it. With Flatner also adding there, I also passed a full background check to receive a security clearance to join the ambassador to Afghanistan security. With all of that,
Yep. Just the top.
covered up because telling reporters going to a tattoo removal place take a while. I wanted to stay off my body. Right, so you have all of that. That's playing out, but also only thing.
Please be the last game. I feel like playing.
Their job. Because in addition to the tattoo situation, there's also been a controversy around his old Facebook and Reddit posts. Posts and or questions around black people's tipping habits, mocking rural American sexual assault. And regarding that first said on Pod Save America,
I was legitimately asking the question. I mean, that was the point of the thread, was to ask. Interestingly enough, I remember this time when I first started bartending, and then I had a friend of mine who was black, who was a bartender, who did a great job of walking me through structural injustice and the fact that the feelings of lack of agency. There were a whole bunch of reasons I've been after that. I was like, oh, that makes absolutely perfect sense. It was certainly not.
Flatner later adding that one, I must say, I was legitimately curious. Right, that is you had Flatner trying to explain past comments saying they were made during a dark time in his life after leaving the army, and he was still suffering the effects of PTSD. But also regarding his past and who he is now, you had him telling Gabe, I don't look at this as a liability. I look at this as a life that I have lived, a journey that has been difficult, that has been full of struggle, that has also gotten me to where I am today. I'm very proud of who I am. And all in all, this has been a very interesting situation to watch play out, because depending on where you go online, vastly different reaction. Some saying they outright don't buy his story, they have questions, they're skeptical, some calling for him to back out. One of his biggest critics actually seems to be his former political director, Genevieve McDonald, who claims that Flatner knew what the tattoo was. And bro, Graham has an anti-Semitic tattoo on his chest. He's not an idiot, he's a military buff. Maybe he didn't know it when he got it, but he got it years ago and had it covered up because he knows damn well what it means. That also is about a lot of people out there believing his story, talking about growth and change. But as far as how this is going to play out, we'll have to wait to see. Flatner still right now says that he plans to run, and he has the endorsement of Senator Bernie Sanders as of recording this video. Right, and all of this is, of course, it's still primary season, and he's going to be up against two-term Governor Janet Mills. Right then, whoever wins the primary, they'll go up against Collins. Yeah, for now, we'll have to wait to see how this plays out. And in the meantime, I would really love to know your thoughts, opinions, and reactions here, especially, not limited to, but especially if you live in Maine. Because that's the big thing about elections. Really, it's only your opinion in this specific situation that matters. For the rest, it might affect like who or who isn't donating, public conversation, but that's noise, that's dollars, and then there's the vote. So right now, I'm very interested to see what polls might say in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So then next up, we're going to talk about RFK Jr.'s America Healthy Again. Again, because it sparked a lot of debate, focus at the federal level, but maybe even more substantial as far as impact. It could be on the state. I say that as and because there's this AP investigation that found more than 400 pieces of anti-science legislation being introduced in state houses across the country this year alone. And we're talking about legislation based on conspiracy theories like fluoride in drinking water being used to poison the population, pasteurization making milk less nutritious and only really benefiting the dairy industry, and vaccines killing people. Right? And of those 400 plus, anti-vax bills are the most common. About 350 pieces of legislation that were introduced vaccines from different angles. Things like creating the criminal offense of vaccine harm, requiring blood banks that test for evidence of vaccinations, and instituting a 48-hour vaccine waiting period, to name a few things. Now, that said, most of these bills, they haven't taken hold. Only 26 of those have been adopted in 11 different states, but it also doesn't mean that there aren't people at risk in places where herd immunity is compromised. Right now, you have the AP pointing to 8-year-old Liam Dahlberg of Indiana who died from a vaccine-preventable disease earlier this year. Against it, but other kids in this community weren't, or because the hit vaccine is not required for kids entering public schools in Indiana. Doctors saying Liam, who is particularly vulnerable because of his severe asthma, likely picked up a COVID unvaccinated kid, then causing his brain to swell and then killing him less than 2 days after he complained of a headache. And with that, you had Liam's father, Eric, saying, "I thought having the vaccines would protect our children. Unfortunately, it did not, because other kids, other adults need to be vaccinated as well in order for it to work." So now you have these parents having to grieve the loss of their son while also ensuring that other children, one of whom also has severe asthma, remain safe in a county with low immunization rate. With that, you have Liam's mom, Ashley, saying, "There's no pain that is worse than the pain of losing a child. I do not and can't live with the loss of another." So again, this is not just about vaccines. AP also found 70 pieces of legislation closing out fluoride in public drinking water, as well as expanding access to raw milk. And again, only a few of those are taken home, but there is still potential for causing serious harm. Right? In the case of raw milk, you see things like a California mom buying something for her toddler after seeing a wellness influencer share a video of RFK Jr. taking shots of it. And then after looking around online, she said she found a homesteader selling what they call clean and tested raw goat's milk. Within her daughter, Brooklyn, being hospitalized and nearly dying after drinking and suffering 3 cardiac arrests and winding up on dialysis and a ventilator before turning the corner. And even now, this little girl, she has high blood pressure and walks with a limp. And so with that, you have Brooklyn's mom saying that making raw milk more available is dangerous. Saying, quote, "You're going to have the average mom like that thinks they've done their research, think they're doing something to help their baby, and end up hurting their baby." And with all this, the organization and those people pushing these causes, they can often be traced back to RFK Jr. himself. You know, most of the bills are being supported by at least one of 4 national activists. Over those 4 being Make America Healthy Again, Action, Stand, Freedom, the National Vaccine Information Center, and the Weston A. Price Foundation. And many of their arguments rely on the premise of staying healthy naturally and rejecting proposed laws are based on conspiracy. But again, that's in the face of extensive scientific evidence contradicting this policy. For vaccines saved the lives of more than 100 since 1974. You've got millions of foodborne illnesses being prevented by the pasteurization process, and fluoride in drinking water has caused a dramatic decrease in cavities since 1945. And of course, that's not to also disregard or cast away the conversation around the level. So what we are now seeing is the blatant disregard and even condemnation of decades of established research, and it's exactly why these are being called science laws. Right in the early spread of these anti-science laws has prompted serious concern in many experts, including Kevin Burkhardt, with Kevin being the president and executive director of the Institute for Research and Education, right, saying the march of conspiracy margins to the mainstream, now guiding public policy, should be a wake-up call for all Americans. People are literally going to die from it as a result. Legislation being turned into law. I mean, we're starting to see states funnel taxpayer money in what's being fueled largely by conspiracy theories. Some of the things that you're saying, like in Florida, for example, was just announced that part of their research money is going to go towards funding the study of ivermectin as a cancer. And that despite the fact that oncologists and medical experts say there isn't evidence that ivermectin is effective to treat cancer in humans yet, right? You know, ivermectin, it became a talking point during the pandemic with the driving voice behind it at the time being Joe Rogan. And actually now the continued discussion about it this time in presence of cancer can also be attributed to Rogan. I mean, you literally had Governor DeSantis' wife saying, Mel Gibson on Joe Rogan's podcast that he was talking about people that he was friends with and they overcame stage 4 cancer. We should look at it, we should look at the benefits of it, we shouldn't just speculate and guess. And the episode that you referred to there got nearly 12 million views on YouTube and countless more in clips across the internet. And that is, if you don't know, Gibson some kind of a big name among fringe medical groups and social media, touting ivermectin as a cancer. And there I'll say, well, there have been studies showing that ivermectin could have cancer effects. You get experts saying that it is very far off of the grand claims that are being made. So you've got oncologists questioning whether or not this is a reasonable use of Florida taxpayer dollars in light of other public health priorities. For example, Otis Brawley, a professor of oncology at Johns Hopkins University, said there are probably a dozen compounds that I can name right
Oh,
now
no, 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 no.
might be useful in the treatment of cancer, and we do not have the research to assess those drugs. Or the mindset being, because ivermectin is such a big part of the conversations that are being pushed, it's getting more focused despite probably not being the best option. But hey, all that said, you know, the kind of long and short of it is there's just a lot more going on than a lot of people realize. And then there's more news we're going to dive into in a minute, but first let me say, you know, fall shit, sweaters, football, and pretending we love the taste of pumpkin literally everything. Parents pulling off my schedule's not. And that is one of the reasons I'm leaning on HelloFresh, today's sponsor and America's for home cooking. HelloFresh, they've doubled their menu with over 100 meal options every week. We're talking heartier portions, meaningful recipes, and seasonal designed by actual chefs. And the food, fresh, high protein, and loaded with seasonal produce and 2 or more veggies per meal. So you can pretend that you're being healthy, powering something that actually tastes great. I mean, 91% of customers say they feel healthier eating HelloFresh, and 9 out of 10 say dinner's more delicious. And I mean, they breastfeed every week at no extra cost, with 3 times more seafood options than before. And again, that's steak, seafood, no extra cost. It's awesome. Also, this is a new thing. Everything comes pre-packaged that makes me feel like I. HelloFresh is my move. I think you should try it too, especially because the best way to cook just got better. So go to HelloFresh.com/TheBrainCode10FM or scan the QR code now to get 10 free meals plus a free item for life. There's 1 per box with active subscription. 3 meals apply with discount for box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com/TheBrainCode10FM to get 10 free meals and a free item for life. So the next step in the news, Donald Trump wants to pay himself $230 million with taxpayer money. Specifically, he's demanding that the Justice Department pay him that amount as compensation for criminally investigating him for the past. And the people who get to decide whether or not he gets that money, they're some of his closest allies and only now have their jobs because of it. And with that said, this all goes back to before Donald Trump became president again. So many reporters as administrative claims. So those are technically not lawsuits, but the Justice Department rejects one. The person who filed the claim will often then decide to bring a lawsuit. So in this case, come to that. But as far as the details, Trump submitted the first claim in late 2023. For a number of reported violations of his rights, including the FBI and Council investigation of the Russian election meddling and alleged connection to his 2016.
Why is it?
For accusing the FBI of violating privacy by searching Mar-a-Lago for classified documents 2 years earlier. And he also accused the DOJ of what's called malicious prosecution by charging him with mishandling records after he left office. But of course now the DOJ, Trump's DOJ, according to the Department, settlements of claims of dollars must be approved by the Deputy Attorney General or Associate Attorney General. And the current Deputy Attorney General is Todd Blanche, who, if you do not know, not only served as Trump's lead criminal defense lawyer, but also said at his confirmation hearing that attorney-client relationship with Trump wasn't ended. And then the person who would be considered the current Associate Attorney General, that is the Chief of the Department's Civil Division, Stanley Woodward Jr., and he represented Trump's co-defendant in the classified documents case, and he also represented a number of other Trump allies, including current FBI Director Kash Patel. But despite all that, though, the history action, a Justice Department spokesperson reportedly would not say whether Woodward would recuse themselves from overseeing the case, saying instead, in any circumstance, all officials of the Department of Justice follow the guidance of clear ethics officials. However, big thing, Attorney General Pam Bondi, she fired the department's top ethics advisor back in July. So now you've got people like one ethics professor at Case First saying, what a travesty. The ethical conflict is just so basic and fundamental, you don't need a law professor to explain it and then add it. And then to have the Justice Department decide whether his claim should be successful or not, means the people who serve him deciding whether he wins or loses. It's bizarre and almost too outlandish to believe. And with all of this, Trump is not giving specifics, at least acknowledging claims for compensation, saying,
I don't know what the numbers are. I don't even talk to them about it. All I know is they would owe me a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money to give it to charity. Any money. But look, what they did, they rigged the election. And as you know, we had one case, 60 Minutes had to pay us a lot of money. George Papadopoulos had to pay us a lot of money. They paid me a lot. What they did was wrong.
But then also, in addition to that, he seemingly acknowledged the inherent conflict of interest here, even saying that he would ultimately be.
Now, with the country, it's interesting because I'm the one that makes the decision, right? And, you would have to go across the president. And it's awfully strange paying myself. In other words, to get that one, you have to decide how much you're paying yourself in damages. But I was damaged, right? The money that I would get, I would give to charity.
And with all that said, how serious Trump really is about getting this money, but also I'll say totally if or when he does, we might not even know about it because the Justice Department doesn't specifically require a public announcement when settlements are made for administrative claims. Isn't that so fun? Isn't that so cool? Honestly, at this point, I'm almost just impressed. Who knew that everything that I thought I understood about politics was just being propped up by popsicle sticks? So then next up in the news, Trump's guy, Paul Garcia, is out, but he's now officially withdrawn his nomination to lead the Office of Special Counsel after he told Republicans over text that he had among other things. Yesterday, one of the controversial and racist text messages that he sent other Republicans in the group chat was Politico by one of the people in the chat. So again, as we talked about, you had his lawyer both trying to frame his comments as a joke, also suggesting that they might be fake. I think that a lot of people just not
You freak.
some even suggesting that the White House nomination in the wake of the leak. That is, of course, not necessary since you have seen Garcia announcing on X that drawing ahead of a now Senate hearing on his nomination has been set for tomorrow. Writing, unfortunately, I do not have enough Republican votes at this time, and adding, I appreciate the overwhelming support that I have received throughout the process and will continue to serve President Trump in this America's greatest. And that last part is important here because you have many wondering how exactly Garcia will continue to serve now that his nomination has been pulled. Because if you didn't know, while going through the process to lead the Office of Special Counsel, Garcia has been working as a White House liaison with the Department of Homeland Security. And at least at the reporting, we've seen numerous reports saying that Garcia is still liaison job. So far, the White House has refused to respond to questions from multiple outlets about whether he'll be staying on in that role. So the question seeming to be if the Nazi street problem is just too much for the Senate, but that doesn't mean it's too much to work with the Trump administration. The next step in the Arizona's Attorney General is now suing House Speaker Mike Johnson for refusing to swear in a Democrat who was elected nearly a month ago. This is now the latest update, and I've covered several times now because Johnson is still not sworn in Adelisa Green Hall, and that after special election bill back in September. And of course, we have Johnson swear her in because the House isn't in session, but that's also despite the fact that there isn't any says that. And in fact, Johnson himself swore in two Republicans while the House was out of session earlier this year. Amy Grijalva, well, she believes Johnson is intentionally dragging his feet because the final signature on a petition would force a vote on releasing the Epstein file. In that petition, it would allow a bipartisan majority of members to circumvent Johnson and his Republican leadership who have repeatedly tried to prevent a full vote on this. What we're seeing is that after threatening to take legal action, Arizona AG Chris Mays has now officially filed a lawsuit against the House Speaker. They're arguing that Johnson doesn't actually have the power to prevent Grijalva from taking office and asking a judge to allow someone else to swear her in if Johnson just won't. Writing by withholding the oath and the office that comes with it, the Speaker has unlawfully interfered with Grijalva's constitutional right to take office and the state's right to the number of representatives provided for by law. So then, Johnson actively stripping the people of Arizona of one of their seats in Congress and disenfranchising the voters in Arizona's congressional district in the process. Now, all that said, Johnson has denounced the lawsuit, calling it quote, patently absurd and claiming that Mays has no jurisdiction. During a press conference earlier this week, he claimed that Mays' legal threats are just a publicity stunt, with him also seemingly trying to blame Grijalva for the fact that her constituents are not receiving help and representation.
Instead of doing TikTok videos, she should be serving her constituents. She can be taking their calls. She can be directing them, trying to help them through the crisis that the Democrats have created by shutting down the government.
So arguably, it's a pretty stupid comeback. Like, that's the point Grijalva has been trying to make the entire time. She cannot do her job as a sworn member of Congress because he literally will not let her become a sworn member of Congress. And with that, you have Grijalva hitting back at Johnson, saying that she doesn't have a budget right now because she hasn't been sworn in. So she can't open an office in her district to serve her constituents.
But respectfully, there's so much that cannot be done until I am sworn in. And so every moment that passes that I'm not able to provide constituent services or be a voice for Arizona, I can't bring the issues forward that they sent me here to do. And so while, we're getting a lot of attention for not being sworn in, I'd rather get the attention for doing my job.
And to that point, you have AG Mays also saying that Johnson's actions here are causing real and direct harm to the people of Grijalva's district, saying among other things that she hasn't been able to help flood victims or people Social Security and veterans benefits. But for now, we'll have to wait to see what happens. I don't know what Johnson is. I don't know if he's hoping he's like Congress is old, maybe someone will die and they'll lose a vote. Because it really does. Grijalva will eventually. But she does, that Epstein file will have to go to the floor for a vote. And actually, you even had Johnson himself seemingly admitting, telling reporters yesterday that he won't block the vote. Which I know the whole point of everything is they're having to go around him right now. That is pretty notable for him to say, because there's been a lot of speculation Johnson would try to pull out all of the stops for them to measure the going to the floor. But again, words are words, actions are actions, and we'll have to see how this plays out. And then we'll get right back into the news. At first, your phone has basically become a side hustle for international crime rings. But thanks to our sponsor, NordVPN, they've got your digital back. Right? A new report found that Chinese criminal networks have raked in over $1 billion through massive smishing text scams. With fake toll fines, fake delivery fees, all designed to trick people into handing over their payment information. And that stolen data gets funneled into digital wallets and used to buy goods shipped overseas. These scams are just not random. They're part of $1 billion global fraud machine. It just keeps growing every time someone clicks a bad link. With Nord's threat protection Pro, it blocks phishing sites, malware, and shady links before they even touch your device. It's encryption shields everything you do online with hackers trying to spy on your traffic. At a double VPN, a kill switch, and a strict no logs policy, you've got real security that doesn't depend on logs. Basically, NordVPN is your personal bouncer, keeping scammers and creeps out before they even get near you. Again, update your phone, ignore the urgent text links, and protect your connection with NordVPN. Barcode or go to nord.com/bill for a huge discount on a 2-year plan, 4 extra months free, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's nord.com/bill. Stay safe, private. So then next up today, let's talk about the Louvre. The museum now finally open after thieves managed over $100 million worth of jewels on Sunday. And this heist, it was a historical one, and it's also raised major concerns about how this could happen at one of the most famous art museums in the world. Because TLDR on how it went down, that thieves were fast, efficient, and they pulled their stunt off in broad daylight. So what happened is that around 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, just after the museum opened, a group of 4 parked a truck under the window of the Apollo Gallery, and then using an electric ladder that was attached to the vehicle to go up to the balcony where the power tool was to break into the glass window. So with them also were the guards and smashed the and then by 9:34 they were in the gallery, and by 9:38 they were exiting through the windows again. With them hauling on the streets. And ultimately, this heist was less than 8 minutes, and only around 4 minutes were spent inside the museum walls. And again, remember, this is all while the museum was open, so there were people who heard and even witnessed some of what went down. With this being such a huge story there and getting so much international attention, you had French President Emmanuel Macron calling this theft an attack on French heritage and adding, "We will recover the works and the perpetrators will be brought to justice." Everything is being done everywhere to achieve this. The Paris prosecutors on. Right while we're seeing all this play out, one of the big things people are talking about is security. Because these people, they got a lot of good stuff, including a bunch of Francis Crown jewels. Like things like a tiara with over 200 pearls and 2,000 diamonds, a sapphire tiara and necklace set, parts of Napoleon's emerald wedding gift set, and other pieces with tons of precious diamonds. Things that you might imagine would be heavily protected, especially since, they were just kind of a hop, skip, jump away from the museum's most prized possession, the Mona Lisa. But obviously, there were major gaps in security, and a leaked report from a French auditor actually found that there's a wing of the Louvre where 75% of the area is not covered by security cameras. And actually, in the wing where this heist happened,
Selena posted what's we go.
Lisa has one rooms where they don't have surveillance cameras. Still, I will say
So when it was open, no?
was targeted in this heist does have cameras. But still, even if anything, this highlights a pretty obvious security flaw at a major museum. All while we're seeing reports of staffing shortages that have allegedly gone unaddressed for years, especially among security guards. There are reports that unions have been trying to warn that the constant renovations, repairs, events, and more just taking place in the museum, it made it difficult to monitor and spot suspicious activity. But this also, I will say, has argued that fully securing the Louvre, it's not an easy thing. It is a very massive and building, and with that you had the French culture minister saying, when the Louvre Museum designed, it wasn't designed to welcome 10 million visitors or prepare for these new forms of criminality. Still, many are saying that the fact that this happened is embarrassing. For example, the country's justice minister is saying, we failed. Several minutes to grab priceless jewels, saying this paints a deplorable image of France. Right? And with that, you had the museum's director getting grilled by the French Senate today. She said that the museum's alarmed well, but did acknowledge that security camera coverage is insufficient, including on the site of the crime, and saying the only camera installed is directed westward and therefore did not cover the balcony involved in the break-in, adding there are some perimeter cameras, but they are aging. But then also calling the incident a failure, took responsibility for it. And then, as far as the investigation, manhunt for these people, it's still ongoing. The reported that there are 60 investigators on the case, and some reports saying that there is DNA that's being looked at and analyzed, which actually brings us to something almost as valuable as what was taken, which is what the robbers left behind. Because in their escape, they actually dropped the crown outside of the museum, which has since been recovered, though it was damaged. The police also saying it looked like the thieves intended on setting their truck and some of the other items on fire, but they were chased away by security to actually do it. And then as far as what are they going to do? They stole, there is an obvious guess. They went after those jewels and not the guards for possibly a good reason. Because with a painting, it can't be sold without it being recognized. But with jewels, that's a different story. But as one art crime professor explained, they stole items that can be easily carved, melted down, recut, and sold on the legitimate market, with it being very difficult to trace them. So, of course, maybe there is a chance the robbers have an interest in historical or artistic value of these pieces. But again, most experts right now think that they're just going to sell those jewels. Because even though cutting them down, it lessens their value, that's still a ton of money. But then finally, today, as we wind things down, I want to end with congratulations and one more thing. Starting with a big congrats to John T., a winner of SeatGeek's Weekly giveaway, right? John's looking to catch the playoff games. For the rest of y'all, that's right. SeatGeek is still giving away $500 in tickets every week, and you should definitely enter today if you haven't already. I mean, you could be the next winner and snag $500 towards seeing your favorite artist, sporting event, or play. I mean, there's like over 70,000 events to choose from. And all you gotta do is just add code DeFranco to your SeatGeek app profile for a chance at the weekly $500 prize. No purchase necessary. That said, the final bit today is from today's brand new podcast I just released, Crashing Out, episode 4 now. Wow, that's crazy. Well, this week's episode is coming in at just under an hour and a half. Links to watch or listen on YouTube, Spotify, and the podcast in the description. I thought I'd end today's show with this bite from the podcast.
Speaking of being freed from prison, George Santos is out, Phil.
Or if you're getting to this episode late, maybe Diddy.
I know. I think, honestly, I
I've been writing about this online. I think he's building a Legion of Doom, building a rogues gallery. Trump
that
is
makes everything make more. Oh man, and at the head of the table is gonna be the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein. He's that's the leader.
Well, in DC Comics, his name is Gentleman Ghost. He's just there floating. I don't think he's building a ballroom. I think he's building that weird Darth Vader head from Super Friends, and he's refilling. He's not draining the swamp. He's refilling the swamp, and there's a big Darth Vader head, and this is where they're going to edit in all these imagery for the YouTube video.
Today I'm playing Ninja Gaiden forward pronounced Yoti. Auto incense of rebirth. Games are so advanced now. What is that? I don't even know what that means. What was the default setting in Pokemon for Blood Raven form controls? Was it hold or recommended for new players looking for a fun experience? I like a fun experience. I noticed that they don't describe normal or hard as a fun experience. If I'm not having fun, you'll know when. Auto lift. Rival and target imminent. Kumo can control the very essence of his weapon at will. Knockback recovery, dismemberment and obliteration. How come Pokemon didn't have this? A dismembered enemy will be weakened, but can perform a powerful counterattack with desperation. Made enemy contact. It's under control. Oh my goodness. Great. Now we prepare for his counterattack. While in base form, execute the ultimate technique by holding triangle. Upon executing the technique, you will dash toward my enemy, inflicting heavy damage and coming in. I'm charging the ultimate technique. Oh, that is the ultimate. Ninjutsu, Blood Raven Form 1. Pressing L2 will cause Kumo and his weapon to transform to part of blood binding. The empowered state is called Blood Raven Form and allows for devastating attacks that consume the bloodbind gauge with you. On the ball, Cameron. What am I doing turning into my Blood Raven form, you guys? Bloodbind Ninjutsu Blood Raven Form 2. If you hit an enemy with a Blood Raven attack while it's blocking, negative. The bloodbind gauge is refilled. After time, hitting an enemy with a form attack using Blood Raven. Check this out. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second Minakata are cursed blades that have been passed down to the Raven clan bloodline. They take the shape of twin katanas in their base form. Fancy blade and blood. What if Game Freak made this game? If you passed on everything you knew, your grandchildren's grandchildren would never emerge from that tutorial. Enemies will have attacks. Attack against that would. Yeah, okay, so attack them when they're turned red. While facing a wall, press X to leap. I know. You can also utilize the Shadowless Footstep technique. They use scale to run horizontally. Right, well, flying bird flip. I don't know on this water, man. I don't know on this water. Okay, that's nice, though. That's nice.
A rainbow. Blood.
That's what I played
From the dark dragon.
Your plan's ancestor, the big bad Dark Dragon, was slain by a Hayabusa master. But the Dark Dragon was brought back to life, but its tusk remained intact. But you know that already.
Nope, the dark dragon.
Double dragon.
Dragon.
Blue dragon.
The dark dragon.
Dark Dragon, Dark Dragon,
Dark dragon.
Dark Dragon,
The dark dragon.
on the Dark Dragon.
Get to the point.
The point is, Dark Dragon.
No time to talk. I'll explain once we're out. Shutting off comms for now.
Hang on a sec. You can't just.
Stop right there. On your guard, Yakumo. That man is Kakashi.
No, Misaki. I just turned off comms. You should be. Call me right now, actually.
Yes, hello. Come over here,
Only if there's no tutorial. There is no. Accessing a Darkness terminal will allow you to do the following things. Purchase items, access mission database. Then you can spend ninja coins. Oh, I like this.
Kentro Kitty.